Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am the Peacefire Witch, and on this channel I review tarot cards, oracle cards, and other witchy things. And on today's review we do have another tarot deck review, and this one I'm super excited for. Let me just get it in here really quick. This is Tatiana Hill's The Roller World Tarot deck, and I am both kind of in tarot reader groups or hashtags, or follow people on Instagram that are tarot readers, as well as roller derby. So how I managed to miss this deck for so long is kind of beyond me. I stumbled upon it one day when I was looking for tarot decks on Etsy, and this one came up and I was like, I must have this deck. So this is the Roller World Tarot deck illustrated by Tatiana Hill. And we could take a look at the box here, kind of the same information. Got a sun there, and then just the regular information. But this is a two-piece tuck box. It's a little bit different than other two-piece tuck boxes in that it doesn't go to the bottom and then have that kind of indent right there. This one just doesn't quite reach the bottom. It's just a slightly smaller top. And honestly, I do not mind that. But let's open it up. Nothing on the inside there. Just set that right there so you know what we're looking at. And then we'll go ahead and take this out. This is an unseen walkthrough. It still has the plastic piece on there. First thing we'll notice is there is no guidebook, and there's also no gilding on it. So a little disappointing with the gilding. I do love gilding on my decks, but again, I customize them. And maybe I'll do a video on that very soon because I feel like I reference that enough that I can actually do a video on it. All right, so let's take a look at the back here. We have two of the kind of street skate style. So this isn't roller derby necessarily. This is more roller skating because we have a different style of skate. So kind of appeals to both groups there, I think. This is a regular glossy playing card style deck. It does have, let's see, yeah, it has a bit of a border here and it does carry through to the other side, which I will get to in a minute. Pretty standard thickness, playing card thickness. Let's compare it with size with the Muse Tarot here. Pretty much the same. I don't think there's much of a size difference here. Again, possibly a little bit more rounded corners, although with this one it's not quite as noticeable as the Godmother Tarot. So pretty standard tarot card size. And again, thickness if you're thinking of a playing card, like the 52 card decks that you can buy in stores. All right, let's take a look at the cards here. One thing I did notice about this when I was looking at it online, it felt a little bit more traditional to the RWS system in the look and feel of the cards. So this one does have a border here, the name of the card down here. I really like the font. That's another thing I'm going to start pointing out because I've noticed this. A lot of people just kind of choose a font for, and there doesn't seem to be a reason for it. Like they just choose the first font that defaults on their computer. And in many ways that actually kind of takes away from the deck sometimes. So I will start pointing out some of my favorite fonts in cards soon. So we are losing a lot of the symbolism. It's kind of a classic illustration type deck. A lot of the symbolism, of course, is gone, but some of it is there. And it's, if you look at this side to side with a traditional tarot card deck, it's a little closer than what some of the other decks I have are. So it's definitely inspired by the RWS. The card numbering and names also follow the RWS system. So this is clearly an RWS deck. I did mention earlier we have a combination of street skating as well as roller derby, and this is a roller derby card. You know, we have people just hanging out after they're done roller skating. And the Wheel of Fortune is the cover image. So one that already feels familiar to me because I have seen it. Justice has the scales, the sword. Looks like she's sitting on a roller rink, but kind of looks like she's sitting on the, like this part. I don't know how she's not sliding down. I'm actually not a street roller skater. I do roller derby. I don't know, sorry, the lingo for street skating. All right, and now we are moving on to the Devil. Oh, I missed strength. Hold on. Strength. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to talk about that because I did kind of talk about it. Okay, so now we're moving on to the one I always stop at, which is the tower. Oh, that's an interesting, very interesting take on it. There's no people, but this is like the ramp, and it's coming apart. It's in the middle of a storm. That's kind of scary, but a much different take. I'm used to people falling out of it or things falling out of it, but that's kind of a cool one. So there's the star, and if you're not familiar with roller derby, the starred player is kind of a special position. They're the one that scores the points. Moon. Like Judgment. So even though they are illustrated images, I am noticing a variety of skin tones and body sizes and just a variety of things. So we're moving on now to the minor arcana. So there's the Two of Wands, Three of Wands. So it looks like the name of at least the my gosh, why is my brain not working today? Sorry. The name of the suits are not being changed. So we'll see what happens when we get to the court cards. And it looks like everything's staying true to the names. We're seeing a pretty good variety of body types and ethnicities and just different, also, skill levels. There you go. Poor thing. Not very happy for the Nine of Wands there. And yeah, we are seeing different styles of skating as well. So we have roller derby. There's kind of almost a figure skater-esque. I don't really know what this is called officially. This one's also very roller derby too. Looks like we have a stripper pole. So, oh, okay, hold on. I missed it. So the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Okay, we are following the very traditional names of the RWS system. I have not seen anything that would change any of the meanings at all, so we're staying pretty true. And now we are on to the cups. You know, again, pretty, some of this is very standard imagery from RWS. It is not a pip deck. It is definitely illustrated. Every card is illustrated. This one feels a little bit pippish, but then you have some extra things in there. Yeah, it's very well done. A lot of browns and yellows and blues. So the color pattern from scene to scene and from card to card kind of stays very consistent. Another roller derby one. Got the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and now we are onto the swords. Okay, let's take a look at the swords here. These are some really cool, like this one is really cool. This would be kind of cool as a tattoo, actually. And as we progress into the swords, they do tend to get a little bit darker cards. So it'll be interesting to see the first time you ever go down the ramp. That sort of feeling is what that one makes me think of. Interesting. So the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords also tends to be pretty dark, which it is. And I like how it's being kind of pulled into the scenery there. I like the Ten of Swords. She doesn't look, she looks annoyed. She doesn't look insulted or hurt. She just looks really annoyed. And now we're on to the Page of Swords. Another roller derby card. And the Queen of Swords. So if you're not a roller derby skater or even a street skater, the difference is the kind of higher heels are for street skating, and then roller derby skates tend to have a lower heel, so it goes, or a lower ankle, like it doesn't go up here. It kind of cuts off as a shoe would cut off. Oh, this one kind of makes me sad because that's kind of been our last year. We have not had roller derby here because of the pandemic, so I haven't skated. We actually redid the flooring, the hardwood flooring in our house recently, so all of our furniture was moved out, and I took advantage of the kind of 3 days between them removing the flooring or putting in the new flooring before we brought the furniture back in to actually skate around my living room quite a bit. and I miss it. I do a lot, but it's definitely, roller derby is a contact sport, so you can't, there's no real safe way to do it right now. So we just haven't had it. And we're going to end this off with the King of Pentacles. So let's give it the shuffle test. I don't imagine this is going to be any different than any other of the cards I've reviewed recently that are very playing card-esque, just because they're very bendy, and they are also, yeah, they're shinier, so they're easier to kind of slide back together. So there's that. And again, it does have a border, so it's not a borderless deck, but I get a little bit when I do this. So it has both the border and the frame, but as you can see, the same color palette runs throughout pretty much the entire deck, which I actually do enjoy. It's not a color palette I have amongst my cards. This one makes me have some memories and feels of kind of the pre-pandemic, life was normal and I would do roller derby times, hoping to get back to it very soon, maybe this season. We will see, but until then, I will enjoy my roller derby or my Roller World Tarot deck. So that's pretty much it for this one. This one can be found on Tatiana's Etsy page. I will link below with other information and maybe other places you can find it. I do believe it is just an independent publication, so there is no, it's not mass market. You can't just pick it up at a bookstore, but maybe you might be able to find it at a metaphysical shop or request it being ordered if you want to shop local. But really just order directly through the artist Tatiana Hill on her Etsy page. All right, this has been the Peacefire Witch with another episode of my YouTube channel where I review tarot cards, oracle cards, and other witchy things. You can follow me on Instagram at thepeacefire_witch. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, give me a like, leave a comment, and let me know what deck you would like me to review in the future, because I'm always looking for new decks. All right, thank you and have a great day. Bye. Do you hear my chickens? One of them's laying an egg.